live for the Partner-Led Marketer of the Year Awards. I'm joined by Ella, the OG Partner Hacker. She was with us from day one in Partner Hacker Daily for those original few hundred subscribers that now match thousands every single day. And so thanks so much for everyone who commented, voted, and shared their opinion on who's the best role model out there, setting the example on how to market together and build a world where we can all do this together. Joined by 2 of the 3 final recipients. So I want to give a big shout out and congratulations. Let's see some love in the chat, some emojis, and some love for our 3 winners this year: Allison Monroe of Vena Solutions, Kelly Sarabin of HubSpot, and Madison Perry of Chili Piper. And wow, thank you so much for joining us live. I want to start with Madison really quickly because Madison is actually joining us to accept this reward from the Canary Islands. So it's 9:15 there. She's literally at dinner called in. So Madison, one question for you. One quick question. What advice do you have for...
Oh no, you cut out there. What advice do I what? Oh no, the Canary Islands messing me up.
Can you hear us, Madison?
Yeah, I heard what advice.
Oh, we might have lost Madison there. All right.
Can you hear me?
What advice would you have for marketers? Yeah, to embrace partnerships.
Advice for marketers who are looking to embody like partnerships would be fully like embrace it. I always like to think that the like best type of marketing is partnerships. You reach like a broader scope of audience and you get to reach your ICP much more easily. So I would definitely work closely with your partnerships team and not think of them as like an isolated island, which I think a lot of us like to think of them as their own individual department rather than an extension of your marketing team.
Island, the perfect comment for someone joining from the Canary Islands on vacation.
Right.
So Madison, thank you so much for calling in from dinner. So next up, we have Kelly, work in the ecosystem, on the ecosystem in real time. Thanks so much, and congrats to Kelly. What advice would you have for other marketers out there in helping them embrace partnerships in 2023?
I would say go for the second party data. I personally think that's the biggest impact thing that marketers can do right now that they're not. And especially in an economic downturn, that data doesn't have to be purchased. I'm not going to say it's free because you do have to go through the legal process and work with your partners to acquire the data. So it takes time and relationships, but it is extremely high quality. It's scalable in a way that your first party data is not. And you can use it for not only facilitating partnerships like driving installs for integrations, you can also use it to acquire net new customers. So I think, as Madison was saying, it's something that can be used for brand marketing to develop better awareness of your ideal customer profile that you can work on with your partners, but also for demand generation. It can be used for email marketing. And I think it's something you can really roll out through your entire marketing department, and very few companies are doing that right now.
Totally. I couldn't agree more. I've actually seen advertisements from Chili Piper done through partners, right? And so like that's a great use, for example, of like shaking up your marketing and ad spend mix, like marketing through partners. This is a great idea to like layer that second party data to even make advertising more effective, because you did lose a lot of that third party intent. Couldn't agree more.
Exactly. And as the cookies crumble even more, it's going to be even more important that you have that that source of data that's scalable, but also high quality.
Incredible. Well, Allison could not make it today as a CMO and Chief Marketing and Ecosystem Officer. She was presenting earlier today on a panel with me, Blake Williams, and Heidi. So shout out to Allison Monroe, who was the 3rd recipient and was speaking earlier today. If you didn't catch her session, go back and get it in addition to Kelly's. So thank you so much, Kelly and Madison, for tuning in for the awards. And up next in about 5 minutes, we have the keynote of the day, Mr. Anthony Cannata. I'm super excited about. We got T-minus about 5 minutes here, where we're going to hear from the guy that created the customer success category himself, the master of marketing, and is now CEO of Audience Plus Media Company. Well, so thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in for the Partner-Led Marketer of the Year Awards. We have 3 amazing leaders out there painting the example. We're going to clip some of this up of Kelly's wisdom here and share it out. Like, what's the advice for marketers out there trying to figure out 2023? So thank you so much, folks. We'll see you at the closing keynote. And then for the crazy people that want to join us after hours, I'll be back here in the podcast studio with my co-host, Isaac Morehouse, for Partner Up Podcast Live after hours, PLX After Dark. All right, folks, we'll see you at the keynote. Zoom us out. Thanks, Kelly.